Hello, Algebra 1 students. We are in our Week 4 Functions booklet, Literal Equations and Sequences. We are in Tier 1, Lesson 2. Let's check off our booklet. So when solving equations with more than one variable, like x and y, it is okay to not find a numerical answer. This means that there will be a variable in your solution. We're going to slide down here and take a look at a couple examples, but I also wanted to just touch on this real quick. There's a difference between when you guys are asked to look at an expression and an equation. And simply that difference is equations have an equal sign and expressions don't. Let's come down here and take a look at these two variable equations here. So in all these equations, we're going to solve for x. So here's our first one. We have x minus 3 equals y. So again, I want to think of this as a balancing point. Okay, to get this x by itself, I got to add 3 to this side. So therefore, I have to add 3 to this side. When I add 3 to both sides, I get x over here by itself because these 3's cancel. And I get y plus 3 on this side. So then x would equal y plus 3. This is a number of some sort. We just don't know what y is, so we don't know what that number is. We just know that it includes y. So then we're going to move to our second one here. Again, I like to draw my line for my balancing point. To get x by itself on this side, I want to subtract 13. If I subtract 13 on that side, I have to subtract 13 on this side. So 13 minus 13 gives me 0, so that goes away. That leaves me just x. And then I get y minus 13 left on this side. So that's my solution for that. Okay, looking at this one, I have the multiplication here, so not a big deal. I still want to be balanced. And just like we did in the previous lesson with multiplication, the undo multiplication, I got to divide. So I got to divide this side by 5, and I have to divide this side by 5. So when I divide both sides by 5, that 5 over here with the x goes away and leaves me just x over here. And over here, I have y divided by 5 remaining. So x equals y divided by 5. And again, like in the previous lessons, with this one, I have now division, and I just want to multiply by what's the number that's in the denominator. So 4 is in the denominator, so I want to multiply both sides by 4. That will get rid of both these 4's. I want my balance here. So when I get rid of both these 4's, I only have x left on this side. And then over here, I have y times 4 left. But that's not how we write that. When we write it in mathematics, you guys should all know from previous lessons and stuff that we would have just x equals 4 times y. So we write x equals 4y. Good luck on your practice sets.